man. This was hot less than 24 hours ago.
Yeah, man.
Pusha-T sat down with Joe Budden's podcast to talk about how he found out about Drake's baby. We're going to play this podcast, Sandman, and I'm going to get your 1-2 on this. Here it goes. Joe Budden podcast, Pusha-T.
And back to the show and just addressing those things.
Please.
The information came from 40. It didn't come from Kanye. At all. Okay. 40 is sleeping with a woman who begins to, he talks to her daily, 5-6 hours a day.
Oh, she must have a great personality.
Yeah, bro. Come on. Listen, talks to a woman 5-6 hours a day, provides opportunity for.
Provides opportunity
for.
He's a great guy.
And ultimately speaks about how he's disgruntled about certain things, notoriety and things involving Drake and his career, so on and so forth.
To this young lady.
Yes. With that also came the fact that Drake has a child. With that also came the trip that everybody took to go see the child and bring them gifts and all of this information. She divulged this information.
Yeah, a great personality.
That's where it came from. Now, I never told nobody that. I never said that to anybody. And I never put that out there because the way I see, it was so much power in silence, number one. Then, number two, I was being spiteful. You got, you apologizing. What are you apologizing for, sir? You didn't give me nothing. You didn't give me anything in regards to, aiding in this drama. Nothing.
Did he apologize to Push?
No.
I don't think you was
No.
Oh.
Yay, apologizing.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
God, I was confused. I'm sorry.
About. What are you apologizing about? Okay, you shouldn't have done that. 9 times 10. I mean, on top of that, there shouldn't have been interviews being done. Because of that,
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Because of all of that right there, now dude thinks what he thinks. We gotta wear that. Because it's not coming out till it's beneficial to me. Only reason it's coming out now, only reason I'm here now is for real, is because he was so passionate about the whole MS thing, and they did the backlight and they put the spotlight on his face. And when you said my friend, yeah.
So, Sandman, what do you think about that? Not to play too much of the audio, y'all can check the full audio out, obviously on Joe Budden podcast. Shout out to them brothers over there doing their thing.
Shout out to Joe.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you wilding over there, man. But yeah, Sandman, what do you think about Pusha-T? And this is the Cat 40 what Drake talks about in the song Me and 40 back to work with and stuff. Feels like a vacation. He always shouting his name out in every song. That's his homie. You know what I mean? Bigs him up. That's how I found out about him. That's how you found out about him. What do you think about this? Pusha T pretty much revealing that 40 is the one that gave the information up about Drake's son.
Getting caught up in these Instagram Jones, man. They some beautiful big booty fun, man. And they get up under one of them soft, good smelling women, and they just get to rambling, And this looked like a situation where he got caught up under the wrong good smelling woman because she was under Pusha T's belt and was going back and letting him know it all. And I can definitely, knowing dudes, soft dudes that get under women just run their mouth.
Come on, man.
That this is definitely 100% authentic and has weight to it. And we were talking about, and I don't know if we dropped it on the podcast, and this is why we can't wait to be exclusively on iTunes, and that's coming real soon, so that y'all can get the uncensored truth for real, and you don't see the edits that we have to go and throw on here. But we talked about Drake in that interview on The Shop with LeBron James, and we talked about how he kind of seemed like he was stuttering a little bit. And his story was kind of off. Like him talking about Kanye and the speculation and the maybe that Kanye could have possibly put this out knowing about the kid, the Wyoming thing. Okay, yeah, that's your speculation. But Pusha T saying, it was 40. He was talking to some shorty. Blah, 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 blah. Drake, we all know.
Damn. So this is like, you know, I know dudes like that too who start running their mouth. We all know dudes like that. Do you think that obviously we know he's probably not, you know, but how is Drake feeling right now about this? You think that he's, you know, going to stop fucking with 40?
No, he's in his room throwing shit, screaming, asking 40 how could he have done this. He's upset. I think that's one of his songs. He's upset right now. There's no doubt about it, but it is what it is. They're not going to show it. Drake's not going to go on here and address it. It won't be a shop talking about, yo, 44, it was your ball. What about it? There won't be anything airing about that. There won't be any money monetized and made from this conversation. Now, I think Pusha got him again. He won again. Now, let me talk about a little more into that interview without playing the audio. Push talked about how in this whole situation, it was a W all around. And this is just beyond even the lyrics. It's a W with Jay Prince coming out and talking about it. It's a W with him backtracking. It's a W with even the picture and him having to address the picture. It's a W all around. It makes Drake look bad. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, hell yeah. He destroyed him all around. I mean, I can remember we were sitting on a podcast, you know, when the first diss dropped, everybody was kind of, you know, on the high horse, like, oh, Drake, you know, Drake's on top. And then, you know, he dropped the story of Adidas. You know, and that, it shook the whole world up. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they were scrambling, you know, Drake, you know, he wasn't responding and it was just crazy. It was pandemonium at the time. And, you know, you see Pusha-T doing this thing, popping up on the Breakfast Club, you know, torn, he drops his album, just doing, you know, phenomenal, you know, again, Jay Prince behind him, just really, you know, returning back to prominence. Not that he really left, but, you know, in a public perception is one thing. So, yeah, man, it's an L for Drake. He took the L, and it's cool because Drake has some W's. He's been taking a lot of W's, you know, for years. Sometimes, you know, you got to take it on the chin. Even Jay-Z had to learn that and take that, you know, on, you know, the chin.
Absolutely. I dropped you some audio on your computer, and it was our man Styles P. And Dave East talking about this situation and this topic in particular, battle rap. When you said something about your IG, it made me think, okay, yeah, I dropped something on my IG, our dude. So if you mind playing that for the people real quick, and then I want to get your perspective on what our man Styles P had to say.
Straight up punch Drake in the face when he seen him, because that's a violation. Like, and then once you bring somebody's family, you don't know how Pusha-T, he about to get married, you know how it's white tail, you threw Hunter in the battle, and then you asking him to follow a guideline. That's that's off the question. Then something else you're asking him to do is not follow tradition. Pusha-T is not a new rapper. He's been around for a while. There's no rules in this. He's heard it all. When he's heard beef, he's heard it all. And then Drake, like, you're the biggest guy in the game. Like, just chill. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. And then, like, it shouldn't have been a battle. And this is the only, I like Drake's music. I really I think he's a star. I just put him up there with Kanye, Puff, and it's a star. But I think we are beginning to forget a lot of rules in this culture through the stars. And we just start switching them around and making them different. Like, I don't got nothing against Drake. Right. But how does a guy say what's the rules in a rap battle that had a ghostwriter before?
Pop, 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 pop. We need to have his gunshots on this joint.
We're gonna have him soon. We're gonna have him soon.
Yeah, man.
We don't have multi-million-dollar people paying and going behind the scenes, and
that's
us. It's all good. We're gonna make it work. It's coming.
Yes, sir.
All that's coming. But what's your perspective on that, man? That was courtesy of our dinosaurs over at Hot 97. Shout out to them over there,
man.
So what's your thoughts on that?
Don't get them flag this video, man. Nah, man, fair use. But anyway, you know, that's real talk. That's definitely, you know, that ghostwriter thing, man. We talked about that, you know, a lot, and he's the ghost, you know, Styles P coming from the ghost. He ghostwrites for people. So to me, it takes away from your credibility as an artist, period. I don't care, you know, in hip hop, in rap more so, not R&B. I don't think so. So it's just like, you can't call yourself the best if you got a ghostwriter. So, I mean, I don't know how he's making a correlation to, you know, I guess he's saying, nigga, shut the fuck up.
Well, he's basically saying, how can you this is beef. This is battle rap. And we both talked about on here numerous occasions on how Styles P was ruthless and how them battles between him and the state prop. And the backlash and the throat gashing and all the nonsense he threw at Dame Dash. And it got real deep. You know what I mean? So they came from a different cloth when it came to battle rap. And it seemed like soon as Drake or soon as Pusha started really digging deep, and started really getting to what battle rap was all about, Drake was like, nope, pause.
Saying, man,
this ain't allowed.
It's like this, man. It's like, and when you talk about the old beef with Styles P and Jadakiss, they talked about, you know, it was real beef for one.
It.
They was talking about going to go shoot niggas and all that. But the thing with like, to me, Styles P is pretty much saying that Drake is soft. Everything is open. It just is what it is in rap beef. I mean, we don't want to repeat some of the stuff that was said, you know, in the 90s. But what's worse than saying you're going to blow somebody's head off? This is what people were saying back in the day. So come on, man.
Exactly.
Come on. That's the worst thing you could do is kill somebody, right? So, I mean, come on, man. That's crazy. So
what do you think about Drake trying to steer the narrative? Is he allowed to steer the narrative? Like, and how is that allowed? Like, how is he supposed to do that? Man, you feel me? Like, and how is that? Like, even with Jay Prince, you know what I mean? He was on there, and we highly respected the Jay Prince, but he was out there like, no, this isn't allowed. You know, why not just come back with a record? Because Drake even said, "Oh, I had some bars, and this has to be addressed. We are not going to let this go."
He ain't got no bars. Come on,
talking
man.
Shit still.
Yeah, you got bars. Drop them.
He's all Hollywood.
Yeah, this is rap. You're a rapper. You know what I mean? This is what you get paid to do, right or wrong. That's what Drake gets paid to do, is rap. You know what I mean? Entertain people. So if this is what you do, and you're not going to show us that you can do it, shut the fuck up. That's all.